Well, I guess you know where Pooch is down here in Texas in this itty bitty sleet storm we got going on. We'll see if anybody pops into this thing. Not sure that they will because they ain't used to Pooch coming on at this time. So let's just sit tight and see what happens. Hopefully, you can hear my audio. I don't know if that's the case or not. Look, might be. Oh no. I do not know. But if anybody's in here, let me know you can hear me. Can you hear me there, Byron? Welcome in, sir. I'm sure you're sitting around the house too, trying to figure out if this audio's. There we go. Good deal. Thank you. But yep, just taking it easy today. Kind of glad I didn't have to get out in it, at least as of yet. So, of course, I do have work that I'm working from home with, and it's a good time to do my development and continuing education, I guess you'd say. Got my coffee cup with my coffee. I come out here in this shop and woo, it was cold. It doesn't seem like that mini split likes to keep up with it out here. But, you know, this little building, it's insulated. It's just not insulated to the fullest. I know the floors aren't, so a lot of that cold air is coming up from the floor. Probably need to get out there and put some skirting around it or something. But I hope everybody's staying safe and warm and inside. And got the cars running out there just in case. Pooch might have to go somewhere. I hope not, but you never know. It's sleeted and thundered and lightninged out here where I'm at today and this morning. But we'll kind of see how it goes. They say it's slacking off a little bit and more to come tomorrow. And, you know, overnight it's going to freeze even more. So all the traffic out on there today is just beating the road down and melting what they got down. So yeah, no snow over here, just sleet, freezing rain, sleet, and ice. I could probably get out. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to try unless I have to, but I haven't been out. But like I said, I did go crank the vehicles up for just in case if I have to, and you never know. I might have to venture. Like I told Pretty earlier, I may get out just to go look for some fun. And I asked her if she wanted to go. She says, yeah, go find a parking lot and do some donuts. Yeah, better to stay home and hang out. That's what I've been doing this morning. Got up early, normal time. Drank a pot of coffee, watched the weather, checked in with my facilities. I kind of left them yesterday knowing that I probably wouldn't be in there today. So got plenty of ice melt. Take care of entryways, sidewalks, whatnot. So they ought to be good. Hopefully, and who knows, but hopefully they're not slammed with a bunch of people either. I mean, it is a hospital, so they could be. But yep, so Pretty new once I headed out here. He's gone all day. Little Ridge Farm, welcome in. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Yep, we're just sitting back in here in the shop today, just taking it easy, trying to not get into work. And T&J Homestead, welcome in. I wasn't sure. I thought, what the heck? I'm just going to go up live and see what happens, and nothing particular, but just hanging out. And I got some things I probably should be working on in here, trying to rearrange some stuff and set up some stuff, but I ain't too worried about it. Just taking it easy, trying to get this place warmed up. I had to bring in that little heater right there because, like I said, my mini split just not quite keeping up with it out here. But due to the floor and all of that, I need to probably skirt it out. So that might keep a little bit from rising up through the floor. That wind, and I'm faced just right to where the wind will cut right up under it. But I don't really know why that mini split's not holding up. I did a little study, and maybe my little sensor's in the wrong spot. It's a heat pump, and I definitely don't like heat pumps, but it's better than nothing. And that's why I got that little heater brought in here. Midnight mini split has a heat pump. Yes. Which doesn't work well when the temp, that's right, it doesn't all that well. It should work. I mean, that's a 1-ton unit on this thing, so you think it'd keep up a little better than that, but my temp outside is 28 degrees. And the sleet and the freezing rain's passed us by. It's done what it's going to do other than some scattered storms or scattered sleet. Lazy days ahead. Howdy, sir. So maybe it's gone by, but I know tomorrow, first it was just going to be, yesterday and then today and then move out tomorrow. And now they've extended it to Thursday. So tomorrow's probably going to be about the same or if not a little worse tomorrow. I guess it all depends on how much precipitation comes in, and which, it is what it is. It's always good to have an extra day or two off, though. But I'll be sitting here in a little bit, doing, like I said, doing a little extra catch up on my developments and continuing educations and whatever. Little Ridge Farm, anything below 30 degrees mini split has a hard time. Yeah, it does. I put a backup electric heater in my tiny home for that reason. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I have a couple other heaters, but that little thing, like I said, it's just a 1-ton, and this shop is 240, 250 square foot. And, I mean, it keeps it cool, that's for sure. But the heat side, dang it. But that little bugger there does pretty good. But you can't go off and leave that thing running when you're not out here. Yep, I have another little space here. And my problem is some of the equipment that I have out here. Some printers, sublimation printers, and of course the computers. You don't want that stuff to get cold. And I'd hate to run a printer, especially a high dollar printer that we use for sublimating and stuff. I don't want to jack that thing up because that'd be an expensive fix. Sure as heck would. So I like to maintain this thing I don't want it going no lower than 65, but it's 68 in here right now after I fired that thing up. So, and I was watching the heat. I let it do a defrost and all of that. It's blowing heat. It just ain't doing worth a flip. Probably ought to get me one of those little electric fireplaces. But then again, you don't want to leave nothing unattended out here, especially electric heat or anything of that nature. But yeah, hopefully all you other folks are just staying in warm, drinking your hot chocolate or your coffee. And I've went through a pot of coffee. Now I'm in a Keurig cup. Good stuff too. It's even better because it's an MT Homestead cup. I need to make Pooch some cups. Get you a cup of coffee with Pooch. 50 here this morning. Man. Yeah, I just need small. You'd be good in there. Yep. Put a fire pit indoors. Yeah. Sure would. That's probably what would happen if I was to go off and leave that thing running without attending it. I'd have me a big fire pit that started indoors and wound up being outdoors. And the big shop over here on the other side of me, the metal building, it's definitely cold in there. But I have one of those big old burn barrel heaters, barrel converted into a wood burning barrel stove. And I have a, what do they call that other heater? Well, I got a propane gas heater out there. I thought about getting one of those kerosene turbo heaters, but regardless, it'd be hard to keep that big shop warm. Fire pit indoor sounds great. Pretty would love it. Boy, she would. If I was in New York, I would be cold. I think it's in the 20s. Yeah. 28 here for sure. I don't know if it's going to climb much today or not. It could, hopefully, but oh boy. You feel funny when you're stuck at home, when you're normally at work, and you think, all right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. And then you kind of just wind up sitting around not doing nothing except piddling. Kind of like Piggy's piddles. I'm just piddling. I can't get the gumption to do what I want to do, but that usually only happens when you got to do it. You may want to do something and you think you want to do it, but you don't do it until you got to do it. Wow, 44 in Houston. Well, I don't guess you're getting that warmer air blowing up in there. I think that's what's caused a lot of our precipitation, is the southerly warmer air blowing up and combining with the cold air moving in from the north. That's where all this sleet and rain and all that is forming. Yep, you look around and think, nope, I'm going to take it easy. Yeah, that's exactly. If I didn't have to traipse in and out, moving stuff from here over there, I'd probably be working on that, because I do have another little project over here. If y'all hadn't noticed with some of my other videos, that I'm trying to set up a little space over here, and that's what I ought to be working on, but I don't feel like it. It's because we are close to, yes, sir, that's right, Jesse. We are getting ice up here in Oklahoma. Boy, I bet. Y'all probably getting it worse than we are right here down in the DFW area in Texas. But no, I was sitting here and went through watching some YouTube videos, and I thought, what the heck? Why don't I just go live and see what's happening? See if anybody comes in here. Pretty's in there stretched out on the couch taking it easy. So 23 in Oklahoma. Yep, wait until it warms up, then you'll be doing backflips. Right? But she's in there taking it easy. So I went in a minute ago and made us a couple of breakfast sandwiches, and already thinking about what we're going to eat later for dinner or lunch or whatever. But I was like, hey, I'll make us a couple breakfast sandwiches. So I did that. That'll hold us over for a while, and set out some meat. And she had the same idea I did, because I went in there to set something out and she had already done it. So it'll defrost, and we'll have the easy stuff on a cold afternoon. We're going to have us some spaghetti. Quick and easy. I thought about cooking some steaks, but I don't want to stand out in the cold air with the grill. Even though I could stand in the shop. So, Pooch, when are they saying on the radio airwaves that they're about Oak's poor performance? Oh, Dak. Yeah, I heard the most dumbest rumor the other day that you know, Kellen Moore was cut loose, all these coaching changes, but I heard a dumb, which would be the most stupidest move they would make, that they were thinking about, depending on what Aaron Rodgers does, that they were thinking about picking him up, bringing him to Dallas. That would be, I don't see it happening, but if they did, and hopefully it was just a rumor, that would be a dumb move. We don't need Aaron Rodgers here. I don't care if he did win a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy. Rodgers is like Brady. Your time's passed. Move on. Poor Brady come back and got a beating this year. But I don't know. I don't think Dak's the answer for Dallas. I didn't think so when they signed him. He was just a caretaker and pretty much still is as far as I'm concerned. Even Zeke. I bet Zeke's gone this year. I don't think they'll bring him back. I was real upset to see Pollard go down. I have no idea what we're doing for dinner. Tacos. Ooh, yeah, I love tacos too. I could eat tacos all day long, every day. Breakfast egg tacos and chicken taco, fish taco, brisket tacos, beef tacos, tostadas. The backup, yeah, Cooper Rush. I'd have threw him in there is what I would have done. They should have kept him. That's all he needs, a little experience, a little more time. But yeah, I think Cooper Rush probably fill in pretty good. Yeah, you saw San Fran the other day. Or Cincy. Was it San Fran or San Fran? Boy, they were going through quarterbacks left and right. They were all the way into their fifth string quarterback. And they were talking about putting McCaffrey in as QB. That quarterback's a rough job. I was kind of disappointed with seeing Joe Burrow not perform well. I mean, but his offensive line wasn't. That was patchwork there too. But it'd been nice to see him go a little further. Not that I didn't want to see KC be beat, because I do like Andy Reid. And I do like Mahomes because he's a Texas Tech guy. I don't watch, almost getting to the point, it's the same for me. I mean, I'd rather watch college ball anyway. It's getting to where I would much rather watch college ball, which I do watch a lot of college football than NFL. But I don't even watch much baseball anymore. I think the older I'm getting, the less I give a dang. I like watching boxing. But yeah, I don't know. Sports nowadays, I can think of better things I could be doing. We don't watch much TV at all anyway around here. Hey there, Pooch. How are you? I am good, Linda Peterson. Good to see you in here. Pooch just decided he was going to hop on for a while and see what happened. Nothing particular going on here. Just seeing who all else is out, up, and at it. And I do have a good shirt order I need to be working on, but I got a feeling some of my supplies are not going to make it when they're supposed to, which they were doing here today. So I doubt I see them today. I doubt I'll see them tomorrow, which will put me in a crunch Thursday and Friday if they get here then, because I need to deliver them this weekend. And the show, No Judgment Here, that we were going to do last night with myself and my dad and Brian at the Vineyard Farmhouse and his dad, got postponed because of the weather. So we'll try to do that next Monday, I hope. I was looking forward to it, be on the show with my dad and Brian with his dad. My dad was even ready, I think. I had to call and let him know. Don't be watching for Pretty and Pooch showing up over there to pick you up, take you with us, because the weather's turned. We probably could have got that show in, but I really didn't want to risk getting my dad out because it was slick in some spots, and I didn't want him to fall, get hurt. But yep, hopefully next Monday, Pretty and Pooch or No Judgment Here show will go on the air with Brian and myself and our dads. Now my dad's pretty comical sometimes, and I told him, let her roll, Dad. You can say whatever you want and however you wish to deliver it. My dad's 82, and yeah, he's got some good terminology back from the old days that he likes to throw in there. Hopefully he doesn't give no secrets of Pooch. Are you going to be able to make it to the 10? Yes, sir. We sure are. Pretty and Pooch are going. And we can't wait. I actually got a cabin about 3.5 miles away from the meetup point, because at the time I got it, the meetup 10 kilometer, the lodge was full, but now I hear there's a bunch of cancellations. But I'd already booked that tiny house cabin, and I probably just stick with it. But Pretty and I both are looking forward to it. Pretty and I went to Pine Cove Fest, and unfortunately, Pretty was kind of under the weather and sick then, so she didn't get to hang out. Booked a lodge room with the RV spot just in case. Yes, sir. I'd have been, being it was May, I'd have probably been more than fine than sleeping, camping out in the campground too. But Pretty's not much on that kind of stuff. So, but we did go to the Pine Cove Fest, and like I was saying, Pretty was a little bit under the weather or coming out of it, so she didn't get to mingle as much as she would have liked. But since then, she's gotten to know quite a few of you folks and different channels, different people, and she's really looking forward to this meetup, which is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it too. But it isn't possible. I'm sorry, Linda Peterson. I wish you could make it too. We get Pretty to laugh at the last meetup. We got Pretty to laugh at the last meetup. We'll have plenty of time to do it. Yes, sir, we will. Yeah, she'll be more active this time, I'm sure. I'm hoping to do some lives, and I'm pretty sure she's probably hoping, and that's what I was thinking. It'd be a great time to do some interview recording as well, and put something together. You don't have to put it right up right then, but be able to just record some stuff and put together an interview or something at a later time. That'll be fun. But I'm quite certain there'll be a lot of lives going on and a lot of videos coming out. I didn't even do much at the last one either. And even before at the Shoot Dang meetup, I was more wanting to interact personally than try to have a camera going on and and all that 9 yards. We had her laughing a lot. Oh, she laughs, that's for sure. But yeah, I like to just interact with people and not just have a camera going all the time and in people's face. But I may be a little more comfortable with it this time. But yeah, I look forward to meeting a lot of folks that I haven't met on this next little meetup. It'll be fun. I wiped my feet and hit the like button. Thank you so much and welcome in, because we're just hanging out on a iced in day today. I say iced in, but the next meetup, we should carry around our camera and go up to the people and ask, "Who are you?" Yeah, it could be. Well, that might be what I do. I swear, getting older sometimes, and I've noticed it happening more and more for me as of lately. You know somebody, and you've known them for years, but yet you get in front of them, or you have to introduce them to somebody that somebody else you're meeting. Your mind just goes, psh, and I hate that. I do not like that at all. But it's for me, it seems to be happening more and more. I'll be 57 this year, which is not old, but I don't know. The mind's slipping a little bit. That's bad because Alzheimer's runs in my family, and it's not good. That kind of spooks Pooch a little bit. My my dad's father had Alzheimer's disease and took him early, 60. I don't know if he was 60. He's 68, 69 years old, and just a terrible thing to witness. And I was old enough to know what the heck was going on. And now my dad's baby sister, she's next. She's the next to the youngest. She was diagnosed with Alzheimer's a few years back, maybe 5 years, but she's declined rapidly as well. And my Aunt Carol was a very social, vocal person, a professional woman, and man, she's pretty much silent now. And just you wonder what she knows, if anything, of what's going on around her. And it's very sad. I mean, and I don't know the generational tracking of that and how it follows up in the family trees and whatnot, but I sure hope I ain't one. I am older than you, Pooch, so I am watching it where I drive and how far to go now. Yeah, I'm not that, but like my dad, I'm starting to wonder how much longer. And he doesn't drive a lot nowadays. He goes into town and whatnot, close to home. But I often wonder, because I went with him when he took his daddy's keys away and told him no more driving. I don't have a problem with memory. I just have a problem at recalling the file where yeah, me too. Because sometimes things recent I forget just as well. I think, where did I put that file? I know it can't be that far off. But yeah, my dad, I worry about him getting off, because you hear of it. People just go to town in their car and they never make it back. And who knows where they wind up. I've been, not to invade his privacy or nothing, but I've been meaning to probably put one of those air tags or something on his vehicle so I'll know where he's at if he ever come up missing. Just a few weeks ago, he lost his keys to his truck. And my dad's still pretty sharp, but but he lost his keys to his truck, which Dad's never lost his keys. I looked for him. He looked for him. Backtracking, looking, thinking, well, did you lay them somewhere? Did you put them here? You put them. Well, what had happened actually was they fell out of his pocket when he took his pants off and going to bed or something, and then in the closet and laundry basket, and they fell off and landed behind something in the closet. So they were laying there the whole time. I lose my keys daily. Serving from my home. Welcome in. But yeah, he found them. So he called me and said the mystery was over. I thought maybe somebody else picked them up, or who knows what. My dad had cancer at a very young, and I think he was 16, 17 years old, where he had bone cancer in his right leg, and he lost his right leg at 17 from the hip down, and nothing stopped him from doing anything or whatever he wanted to do. Worked all of his life. Handicap was not being labeled, or using handicap was never an option with him. And like I said, he done and did everything that he wanted to do, and taught me and my brother how to do most of that stuff, everything. And he also wore our butts out good and proper as well. And using the artificial leg, that makes mobility kind of different. But not once has he used the cane, crutches, wheelchair, anything, up until just a couple years ago. He finally started using a cane. And granted, at his age, and that his left leg, the old knee's starting to wear out, because of that was the only functional joint on him. A lot of wear and tear on that knee and that leg. But yeah, just a couple years ago, he started using the cane, and I can't tell you how many canes have been lost because he would lean it up against something, put it in a cart, whatever, go off and leave it. But the old canes were getting lost and going. He hadn't done that in a while, though. He kind of keeps it close. And that was kind of the purpose of not putting that show, No Judgment show, with my dad and Brian's dad on last night, because of didn't really want to risk getting him out and having something happen with slipping and falling. But yeah, he sure did. Never let that hold him back. 44 years with Justin Boot Company. My dad was with Justin for many years. And boy, did I get a lot of boots. Custom made boots from Justin Boot Company during his time. He gave us a good life growing up and for the family. Sure did. And I look forward to sharing all that in Pretty's No Judgment Here show as well. I think she's going to be questioning the dads more than she's going to be questioning myself or Brian. It ought to be a good one. And I hope my dad brings his comedy remarks with him, because I'm sure y'all get some laughs out of that. Oh boy. But yeah, this little live's kind of cool. Got unannounced live. Looks like 5 people in here. I've seen a few more, but I'm at 35 minutes almost too. So what the heck? Let's just ramble on and talk shop or whatever. I always love him. Yeah, me too. What's really bad is when I'm in a talking mood, especially around my dad, and I'm bringing up some stuff that we might have done as youth and teenagers that he had no knowledge or clue about. And I always knew when my dad was a little bent out of shape with us. And here I am in my 50s, mid 50s, and me and my brother get to talking and telling stories. And we're reminiscing on something that we did in our young days. And my dad's listening intently, thinking, what in the Sam Hill? But always know, because when dad used to take that little, that meant if that had happened when we were young, we'd probably been knocked into next week, most likely. Which is fun. And many times have I apologized to my dad for some of the crap that I did when I was younger and put him through. But I also thank him for all that he's done, even with the butt bustings growing up, because I deserved every bit of it. I deserved the ones that I didn't deserve half the time, because usually that's how it went. When one was in trouble, the other was in trouble. And it didn't matter, and he didn't want to hear it. Like them old days and sayings, you were told once and you understood. No questions. I'm sure some of you other folks out there, I bet Jesse knows. When your elders, your dad, whatever, told you to do something, you were told once and you understood. Because I can tell you, dang near every butt beating that we got, some of the first words out of our mouth was, I'll remember. And that's still a funny saying with me and my brother to this day. I remember. I like the accent wall. Thank you. Yep. I'm ready to do a little more over there on that. I don't think yeah, you can see part of it back there in the, right there in that little section. Whoop, both. That way you weren't wrong. That's right. Oh, Pooch. Howdy, oh. Just hanging out here to be hanging out. This is the truth there. A time that was for you that woodshed. Ah, yeah, right. It didn't. My dad didn't need a woodshed. He had plenty of leather to bring home some nice belts, that's for sure. Yeah, it looks great, Pooch. My dad didn't have to tell us. We just gave us, yeah, well, pretty much so. Happy to see you. Happy to see you, Oak. Who's the random oak tree person? But yeah, and my papa, his daddy. I can only imagine the bringing up that my dad got, because I think I got a taste of it. Well, I know I did, because my papa wasn't afraid to wear us out either. He sure wasn't. And that was one thing back then too, growing up. Family members, close family friends, and whatever, they had free game to our backsides. And if we wasn't acting right or not doing right, they knew they could wear us out. even at school. And the bad thing about being at school was if you got in trouble at school, which I was notorious for getting in trouble at school, and going and getting your butt popped at school by the principal or whatever, when they could do it and did do it, I knew I was going to get it again when I got home. No questions asked. I was going to get it again when I got home. My dad made it clear to the schools, because back then you used to have paper you'd sign, take home to your parents, sign it. If disciplinary action was called for, that they were given the right to do it. Most of the time they would call, but yeah. So if I was getting it at school, I was going to get it again at home. And I remember saying didn't work too well. Grandparents, it's aunts, and sometimes neighbors. They gave it. You dang right. Who is sipping on hot chocolate? Man, I'm sipping on coffee and I'm about done with this last little bit. Mm-hmm. Yep. Probably had more than enough coffee. Oh, you could mow the lawn into crop circles. Uh-oh. Look at baby. Pretty just joined in. What the? Yep. Just a random live. Baby ought to come out here and get with me, isn't it? I don't think she expected that. She didn't expect to see Pooch out here on a live. Circles in the yard. Hey, oh, yeah, man, this little bit of time's flown on by. 42 minutes, too. Just for a random pop up. I just threw it up there and went live, and I've had eight people in here. That's pretty cool. With not having nothing. But when do I have anything planned? Other than my normal lives with Pretty and Pooch and at 12 Stones Ranch. How's it going? Oh, do it. Because normally I'd be at work. Sometimes when I'm at work, I'm hopping in on some folks' lives or watching at least. Life happens when you make plans. Anyhow, that's right. I'm at 12 Stones Ranch. Yeah, I wish my materials would come in where I could be knocking these shirts out where I won't have to rush to do them this weekend or no Thursday and Friday. Hopefully, I hope they show up today. They could. They're scheduled to be here today, but I don't know. I'm at work. Sometimes I do the same. Oh, especially if I'm sitting at a computer for quite some time. Usually I have two screens on. I'll have one screen on with a YouTube live or a video and the other one with my work on it. At least listening. And I'll chime in and hit the thumbs up and just let them know, hey, Pooch is there listening in. Try to participate. Pooch, has been a privilege. Thank you for being awesome. Oh, thank you. Leave now. Take care. Thank you, Jesse. Appreciate you coming in. Always welcome to come in. I appreciate you too, sir. Have a good day. Be safe if you get out. Well, you're down in Houston. Ain't a lot happening down there, so you took the little jet ridge. Mm-hmm. I'm dead. Wonder what Pretty. Why is Pretty dead here? You ought to be doing some crafting myself right now. Actually doing something, making something. I do need to make a couple signs for our little backdrop over there. Get up there. Our little accent wall. Roberta's Artistic Adventures. Welcome in and howdy. I bet. Hey, speaking of that, Byron, she's got some cookies she can make in there. We bought a little cookie mix thing when we went to the stock show. I bet she might get on that today now that you reminded her. She might not be eating cookies. She could be making some. Yep. Oh man, you know what? I got two vehicles out here running. I probably ought to go out there and shut them off. I cranked them up earlier just to defrost the ice and the windshields on them, and that way, if I did, I almost put them in the shop last night, but I didn't because I didn't want to. I am fighting a headache and have thought about making those cookies. Go and pop your Advils, baby. Get the cookie sheet out. Those will be good about now. We have 13, 14, and 15, homie. Oh, boy. Hiking with Jackie boy. Howdy, howdy. Now, I may drop off this here pretty quick because I completely forgot that I had some vehicles out there running, but they've been running now for the last 50 minutes or a little longer, actually. But I probably need to go out there and shut them down. But who knows? I might pop up again later, and Pretty might be with me next time. That might be pretty fun. Random pop ups. Maybe Pretty ought to pop up on a no judgment here with an equally weird. Oh, that's right. That'll be a good one too. So we want to see her. Yep, listen, baby. Everybody need to do a live later. Yeah, that'll be on the lookout for the no judgment here on her new other podcast, Equally Weird Twin. That'll be a good one. And like Pretty said, there's probably several equally weird twins out there. We're all weird in our own way. I'm kind of hoping that our little podcast, if we ever get it going, will be cool. Hopefully, we'll be doing a lot more from here rather than outside of here. But that, if y'all ain't figured it out yet, that's what that accent wall's for. That's going to be a little podcast area right there. That's the intentions of it. Where we could do stuff right here in our own place, and Pretty and I both will be able to have access to that area, location. And for whatever, probably lives and displays of products that Pretty likes to bring out and on. That's going to be a backdrop wall for displays and whatnot. A little bit of everything. You know, as we grow, or as we learn and grow, you change and do stuff different. And that's the purpose of doing that, is to hopefully change and do something different and continue to grow. Still trying to find that right mesh of stuff. And I've always said, at least for my stuff, you know, I want to grow organically on its own, and rather than trying to buy subscribers and whatnot. I want my own stuff to grow on itself, and I'm not worried about it. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I love my loyal folks that do hang around and like sticking with me. Looking forward to more cookie videos. Oh man, yeah. Which I like doing those. My stuff's random anyway. There's never no telling what Pooch is doing or what he's gonna do. But that's life. Just do whatever you're doing and put it out there. There's a saying out there that says, just hit record. I'll be watching. I'm here. I'm love to. Looking forward to. Yeah, I do. And I do like to cook on the grill, inside, or whatever. This talk about food is making me hungry. Yeah, I've already had my breakfast sandwich. I should have videoed that. Easy breakfast sandwiches that I love. Little muffin, egg, Black Forest ham, cheese, and spinach. Easy on the little sandwich maker. Good stuff. I think I've made a video on that before, somewhere way back in the way. Oh, as a matter of fact, it was probably a year ago because we were stuck home with ice. A year ago, yeah, it was probably a year ago, about this time a year ago. One of my first few videos. I don't remember what it was called, but you know what? Actually, I think yesterday was my 1 year anniversary on YouTube. That's I should have done a 1 year anniversary video. Oh, yeah, potato soup. That sounds really good. I love potato soup. Thank you. Oh, yeah. 1 year anniversary. Little Ridge Farms. And my people coming in are growing. Look at this, 11 folks. And I'm sitting here thinking, I need to hop off here and go shut down the cars. Happy anniversary, Pooch. Well, thank you, Pretty. Hey there, full-blown cup. There's Brian, Vineyard Farmhouse. It's not too late to do a video. That's right. It's not. Maybe this is my anniversary live. Or I may have to do it later tonight, actually, because this was just an impromptu that I hopped in on. Wasn't even sure who or what would be hopping in, if anybody. Thank you. Thank you for the anniversaries. Hard to believe. If y'all haven't watched my very first video of how I even started, it was called Icebreaker. Y'all might need to check that out. We'll be ready to celebrate. Yeah, that may be what I need to do. Or maybe I ought to sit here and work up a anniversary video. I'm glad I found your channel, Pooch. Well, I appreciate you finding and hanging around, JKS. Appreciate it. I can say that it's still a work in progress. I'm sure it'll continue to be. Aren't we all? All just playing it by ear and moving along. But I do love it. I do like doing YouTubes. Get that creativity a little more down and all the other good stuff that goes along with it. I don't really have a niche, just entertainment of however I present it. And there ain't no telling how I will present it. But I'm learning as I go. Missouri Outlaw. Welcome in. Welcome in, Randy. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Outro, you all right? I think Pretty and Byron have a little tit for tat going on or something. That's funny. But yeah, folks, I may cut this one because I need to go shut those cars off. But be on the lookout. I may post and schedule a live later. Maybe I can get Pretty out here with me. We'll do an impromptu live tonight. Yeah, baby's got a ranch. Oak. But thank you, folks, for just stopping in here with me. I appreciate all the thumbs up, too. But yeah, you might see me later. I may put together a little something or try to. And we'll possibly be back. I know tomorrow is Wednesday, so I know Pretty and I'll be back tomorrow, but may do something here in a little bit later, too, this afternoon. Maybe I can get a little more set up and we can do it from our little station over there. But anyway, folks, I appreciate all of y'all hopping in, hanging out. Be on the lookout. I may post something again here in a little while. Y'all be safe. Have a good one. Everybody needs a friend named Pooch, and they call me Pooch. Yes, sir.